Okay, welcome to this session where we are going to get introduced to WordPress once again. One of the things I've noticed in our profession when we are dealing with WordPress is that getting started is sometimes tricky. The very first steps are what hinder us from learning how to use WordPress. So the purpose of this session here, which we are going to handle with Mr. Richard Kayemba, is to get us where do we start from. At least from there, the many other tutorials that we find on the internet and the help from the WordPress community and ITAU can get us further and quicker. But the first thing is getting started. Where do we start from? We want to create an environment where you don't need the internet for you to teach web design or WordPress in your school. So some of the things you will need, at least you will need a local server, where we are going to use XAMPP. We are going to use XAMPP, sometimes called XAMPP. And then we are going to download WordPress. And then you will also need a theme. We shall download one, maybe Astra. And we shall also need some plugins. That is all. Once you have these on your flash, once you have these on your computer, you now don't need internet to introduce web design to students. And I want to tell you this, that if you introduced web design to these students, and you left them to figure out the rest on their own, you'll be amazed at how far they can go to make really beautiful websites. So I don't know whether Mr. Kayemba, you're ready. Mr. Richard, are you there?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, now I'm going to stop my screen share here. And the first thing you're going to do, let me stop my share.
Mr. Dumba.
Yes, please.
I beg, you would repeat the parts so that people get to understand clearly what they need to get started with WordPress, because now you've just talked of them in a rush, and some people maybe would like to take some notes on them. So maybe you would repeat others.
Okay, things you need. Mr. Richard, can you please share your screen?
A moment.
Yeah, no worry. No worry. So as I repeat, the thing is, if you want to teach WordPress in your class, one, you don't need internet. This is what many people fear. You don't need the internet as long as you have these tools downloaded. One of them is XAMPP. Then the other is WordPress. And then you will need a few themes to try out. But in this session, we are going to use a theme called Astra. And then you will need also some plugins. And for our session, we are going to use a plugin called Contact Form 7, just one. Plugins and themes are as many as schools in Uganda. There are just too many. Everyone is creating a plugin, everyone is creating a theme. So there are just too many in the repository. Mr. Richard, are you there?
Yes, please.
So yeah, we request that you share your screen so that we show people where to get these tools. And I want to encourage people that please, while you can get these things from Mr. Dumba, Mr. Kayemba, or Bakri, while you can get these tools from an individual, from a friend, the files are small, so I encourage you to download them yourself from the internet because they are small files. We want you to get the real, original, and authentic files because I might give you a corrupted file that will disorganize your entire computer lab or even your students. So I suggest that when getting these files, go to the internet like we are going to do with Richard, and then use those original files. Richard, are we there?
Yes, please, I'm coming.
Okay.
I'm trying to shift from the phone to the computer.
Hey, Mr. Kayemba, you wanted to learn WordPress using a phone. That's
I'm almost there.
yeah. What I usually ask my colleagues is that while the phone can do a lot, yes, I agree. I would ask them if they would take a phone to their wedding for photography. You have a wedding, you have your iPhone, 5 million, 6 million, and say, for me, I'm going to use my iPhone for photography. If the answer is no, then for many of these other things, the answer will always be first try out some of these things on the laptop. And then for convenience, maybe you're in a taxi, you want to edit something, go to your phone. But for starters, you need your laptop. Good morning, Bakri. I can see my bosses here. Mr. Moses Wajuli, you're welcome. And Madame Carol, welcome to our session.
Thank you.
And I thank you guys for always coming in when we have sessions like this. We are going to do this all year, and I want to really encourage you teachers, please don't wait for the term to start and try these things out. Sometimes there are many errors that we come across, and it wouldn't look nice. It is demotivating when our students see us going through these trials when we are trying out software. I have a couple of students here at eZone who are learning WordPress, and they are doing very beautiful sites. Now, these are the students who are going to come to your school, and they see you trying to figure out things that look obvious to them. So I suggest that in this remaining week that we have, let's try out as much as we can. Let's minimize on the errors. Let's learn as much as we can, such that at least by the time we start, we are kind of ready. Richard?
Yes, please.
Are we ready?
Not yet. I've got a challenge. My Zoom needs to be updated. I'm doing that right away.
Okay. Do we have anyone else with a laptop who can meanwhile take us, whom I can direct and anyone in the call who is on a laptop? Okay, if no, let me share my screen.
Yes, for a moment.
Let me share my screen and first show people where to download this stuff from. Okay, like I said, what do we need? One, we need XAMPP. So I'll go to Google and choose download XAMPP. The website is apachefriends.org. So I'll click on download XAMPP. Mr. Kayemba, as you make your laptop ready, because I already have these things installed on my computer. So I am going to download the latest with PHP 8.2. So I'll click download, and it's only 149 MBs. So I'll click download. So my file is downloading. This is XAMPP for 64-bit. I hope my screen is visible to everyone. Then I'll go to WordPress.org because I want to download WordPress, the software that we are going to use to build our website. So we have WordPress.org. So you see this word, Get WordPress. You'll click on Get WordPress and then scroll down. And then you see download WordPress 6.42. This is the latest version. And how big is WordPress? sorry, WordPress 6.4, sorry, is only 24 MB. So we had XAMPP at 149 MB or 150 MB. Then we have WordPress at around 25 MBs. These are the major tools that you will need to work on your WordPress sites locally without the need for internet, as long as you get these. And I'll suggest that you keep them in a safe place always. You can even back them up on your drive just to avoid any corruption of your software. It wouldn't make sense if you downloaded it today and used this for the next year. Download the freshest version and always use that. Mr. Kayemba, are we ready?
About
Okay.
That big percentage. Okay, it's there, almost there.
I don't know how the internet is on your side. I'm wondering why it's taking me 24, it's taking me minutes to download just 24 MB. Is my internet going down? My internet is good. I don't know why. I don't know why my download took this time. 55 Mbps is a good speed. I don't know why it took minutes to download WordPress. It's supposed to take just seconds. So there we are. I've downloaded XAMPP. I've also downloaded WordPress, the latest 6 point. Then, like I said, we also need some themes. So let me go to download Astra theme. It's also in the WordPress repository. So I'll click on this Astra WordPress theme. Then here on the right, you see the blue download button. So I'll click download. During your experiments, try as many themes as you can. So Astra is done. And then let us also download some plugins. I need a plugin for the contact form. So I have contact form. You see, they're all coming from the WordPress.org repository. So I'll click on contact form 7. You should mind where you get these plugins from. So I'm going to go down here, and then I'm going to click download. So I'm done with that. So let me go to my downloads folder. So this is what you need: contact form, WordPress, Astra, and XAMPP. I will cut this and let me create a folder here. So if I was to send you just this file here, this is all you need to have some sensible kind of website in your lab. I want to repeat this without the need for internet. So Mr. Kayemba.
So I'm done.
You're done, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, can you share your screen now? Let me stop my share. Meanwhile, the questions can keep coming in. Remember, as if you have questions, Yes, have you downloaded XAMPP? Mr. Kayemba? Yes, Mr. Shawaruhanga is asking, what is the importance of contact form 7? Contact form 7 will help us create a contact page where someone can fill in their email, maybe contact number, and a message. See, sometimes you'll be asked in an exam to create a form. So contact form 7 is just one of the thousands of contact forms available. And that's what we've tried. Mr. Kayemba, what challenge do we have so that we can download XAMPP? In WordPress, there is a plugin for everything. Anything, even if you want to make a radio, a WordPress radio site, there is a plugin for that. If you want to make an e-learning platform, there is a plugin for that. Anything. If you want to stream, then go down, get WordPress. That's stood down, Mr. Kayemba. Even at the bottom right, there is get WordPress, I think. Yes. Get WordPress. Then go scroll down just a little. Download WordPress. Yeah. You already have it, right? Yes, you already have, you can cancel that. Then we have, Marvin to see me asks which softwares are needed. Marvin, we need XAMPP. Mr. Kayemba, did you download XAMPP? Mr. Kayemba, the second last tab had, is it the third last?
XAMPP. I'm looking for XAMPP.
Yes, you had a page which had XAMPP.
A page.
Okay, you go to download there. Then let us do one on one. Just go to Google. Go to Google, Mr. Kayemba.
I'm there.
Do you have enough RAM? I can see your, then download XAMPP. If you open very many tabs and the computer is not good, you'll struggle with your RAM. Now that is, you see,
Yes.
I don't know why you put 8.2, Mr. Kayemba. Just let us go fresh, download XAMPP so that we have, because let us assume you even don't know what XAMPP is. So this very first option, download XAMPP, is what we are supposed to use. So you see the options that are there.
Yes.
Let us download the freshest, the third option.
The third option. This 8.2, this.
Mr. Kayemba, click on download. And then it's going to start downloading.
Then I save.
Yes, save that. And BYO is asking, do these programs still run on Windows 7? Yes, you can download XAMPP that can work on Windows 7 because ideally in the beginning we were using, for me, I prefer using a software called LocalWP. Unfortunately, LocalWP struggles so much with old computers. So that's why we are using XAMPP. Yeah, thank you, Shiba. Shiba shared in the chat what you need. XAMPP, WordPress. Yeah, this is some relatively good speed. Thank you so much, Richard.
It's done.
Now, ideally, in the very first instance, this is what you need. So let us go and install XAMPP and then WordPress. So we have XAMPP, right click and run as administrator. Mr. Kayemba.
Yes, please.
Just install. We are not going to wait for you to organize your files. Just install XAMPP.
I begin with the XAMPP.
Yes, sir. And Mr. Kalunji Samuel is asking which Windows version is better to work with. Of course, the latest. I'm using Windows 11. So run as administrator is the third option. I use Windows 11. There is no way I will say Windows XP is the best. I have to say the latest. So you have to work within your means, what you have. Not all computers in a school will have Windows 11. Some will have Windows 7, some will have 8. We are not seeing the progress. Maybe you can minimize your window.
For those ones, Mr. Dumba.
Yes, please.
For those, I know when it comes to asking for Windows version,
Yeah.
Let me also tell my friends who have Windows 10,
Okay. Yes.
that we are also comfortable. It's also very okay. Like for me, I use it at my place and it's very okay.
Yeah. Okay, you click OK, Mr. Kayemba. And then next. Yes, Windows 10 is okay. Next. The installation process for any teacher of ICT shouldn't be a problem. See, so let us just rush through this. Next, Mr. Kayemba. That is it. So XAMPP is going to be installed. So like Mr. Bakri said, Windows 10 is also okay. Any Windows version will have at least files. From Mr. Wambari, I have tried to download XAMPP, but I am not getting XAMPP that download at 24 MB. And Mr. Wambari, your question is not clear. Yeah. Download at 24 MB. And then Mr. Mwandi asks which other plugins are necessary. Truth be told, like I said, the plugins in the repository are even more. I think there are as many as the schools we have in Uganda. Plugins solve problems. If you want to maybe start an e-learning site, you just go to the WordPress repository and look for a plugin. You'll find hundreds of them doing the same thing. If you want to put a TV online on your WordPress site, you'll find hundreds of plugins doing that. If you want to create a contact form on your website, you'll find hundreds of plugins doing that. So when you ask which other plugins are necessary, it depends on your needs. As the more needs you have, for any need you have, you'll get a plugin to solve that. I hope that answers it. Thank you. Windows 7, the software as needed. Shiba answered that. Which Windows version works better? Mr. Bambale Jackson, can you please ask your question again in another way? So we are unpacking the files from XAMPP. So there are any other questions? Any other questions, comrades? Oh, I don't know why it's taking this long. Mr. Kayemba. Mr. Kayemba. Are you there, Richard? Richard, are you with us? Pierre says, I have Windows 8. Is it okay to use for this purpose? Yes, you can use even Windows XP. You can even use Windows XP, it will still work. No problem about that. Mr. Vuvia Moses is saying, I have tried. XAMPP download for 24 MBs. I totally don't understand it. Maybe someone who knows better English can help us. I need someone to explain the question, then I can help.
I think he misinterpreted it with WordPress.
Oh,
yeah.
Thank you. WordPress is just 24, 25 MBs.
Yeah.
XAMPP is around 150 MBs. We lost Mr. Richard. We lost Richard. So guys, what do we do? What do we do, guys? Let us suggest. We have lost our co-facilitator. Do I continue with my screen?
It is fine.
Okay. Now that we've lost him, let me assume that everyone knows how to install software here. Anyone here with a challenge on installing software? Mr. Ogwali. Mr. Ogwali, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dumba.
Okay, now we are not going to wait because we are supposed to end this session at 10. We have a colleague here who is traveling at 10. Mr. Kayemba, we've lost him, so now. After downloading XAMPP, let me first close these things here. Just a moment. Just a moment, Mr. Jackson says, kindly take me back to the download and installation of XAMPP. Now, Mr. Jackson, that's like you download any other software. We shouldn't spend minutes on where to download XAMPP. As long as you have Google, okay, just for once. If I open my browser and went to Google, just put the download XAMPP, and then you'll get the website there, and then you download. As simple as that. There is no magic, there is no astrophysics here. That is all you need. Then As we wait for Mr. I don't know what we're going to do. Yeah, just a moment. Let me solve something here. Just a moment. Just a moment, just a moment. Slowly. Just give me a moment here. I'm trying to solve an issue. Okay, that is solved. So here I'm back. Can you all see my screen? Can someone just...
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you. Now, someone was asking in a chat, Mr. Bakri, you can help me read the chats and read for me because I'm not going to share a screen, give instructions here, as I also read the chat and respond to their questions. So maybe Bakri, you can help me read the questions as
Somebody
I
is
answer.
asking,
Yes, please.
which folder of XAMPP do I have to install WordPress? Now, let me answer that, Mr. Dumba.
Yes, sir.
After installing, you've successfully installed your XAMPP. Then when you go to your disks, you find there is a folder called htdocs. That's where we can put the WordPress on htdocs.
Okay. When you install XAMPP, in a drive C, this local disk C, you'll see a folder called XAMPP. That is after installing XAMPP. I think this answers this question. So now it is in this folder, this XAMPP folder now, that we are going to double click and find a folder called htdocs. Do you see htdocs, Mr. Bakri, just for confirmation?
Mr. Dumba?
Yes, sir.
I'm making a type a bit. There is something I'm typing a bit on the chat. I want to respond to some questions.
Okay, sir.
Mm.
Let me ask any other person there. Do you people see the htdocs folder?
Yes, we see, Mr. Dumba.
Yes. Now this htdocs folder is in your XAMPP folder. Then what you do, you're going to open htdocs list. So let me just, who can help us here? I want to ask a few questions. We want to create a folder, to create a website for maybe, we are teachers, let us create for a school. What I'm going to do in this htdocs folder, by the way, yes, in this htdocs folder, I am going to right click, new, Mr. Edward Madima. You're welcome to this show.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Give us a school name.
Hey, my school name is Atiak Seed SS.
So we are going to create a folder. And we have called it Atiak Seed. Is that okay, Mr. Madima?
It is a TY, not I.
Thank you.
Yes.
So we have Atiak
Thank
Seed.
you.
So you got your htdocs. Let us assume you want to create a website for Atiak Seed SS. So I'm gone and created in the htdocs folder. I've created a folder called Atiak Seed. Here now we have to follow these steps slowly by slowly and ask as many questions as you can. Then remember, I downloaded a folder called WordPress. This WordPress. The first thing you're going to do is unzip WordPress. Extract all. So we are extracting. Excuse me. So we are extracting WordPress because the files inside of the WordPress folder are what we are going to use to create our website. Let me get another person. Let me get who? Mr. Bannex. As WordPress is unzipping. Mr. Bannex, give us a name of a school for which we can also create a website.
Shri Sahajan and school.
Huh. Man. Now let us go to this PC. We said our XAMPP is in Drive C. So when you open XAMPP, there is a folder called htdocs. And then we already have ITAU seed. We are going to create a website for ITAU seed. But we also have another. Let me just put Shri, that's
yes,
enough.
Like that. Then Sahajan.
Yeah, I will not add the other ones.
Okay.
This is a school for Indians. I know it. So we have ITAU seed here and then Shri here. Let us assume you had students. The students would create their folders here, student 1, student 2, student 3, and so on. They have their complete folders there. We are going at this speed because I expected Mr. Kayemba Richard to be back. He's the Mugole of this particular session. Sorry, we lost him. So I am unzipping WordPress. Then one more person maybe. Let me, Mr. Dindi Gasta.
I'm on, sir. I'm on.
At 2 a.m. we were online. Now you give me the name of your school and tell me what I'm going to do. Dindi? Mr. Dindi? Oh, we've lost him. Mr. Kamoga.
Yes, Mr. Stevie.
Give us the name of a school. Sorry? Network issues. Mr. Herbert, Biriom Maisho, give us a name.
Hibiscus Peace High School.
Hibiscus High School.
Yes.
Okay, we go to local disk C. Go to XAMPP. Open htdocs. Hibiscus is a biology word, so forgive me when I write wrongly. Is it that?
Yeah, it is that one.
Yeah, so we have ITAU seed, we have Shri, and Hibiscus. I just created those folders. These are the folders where each of you is going to, if you had your folders on your computer, that is where you're going to create your WordPress installations. Mr. Richard, you're back. We decided to continue and wait as we waited for you. Have you solved the challenges, Mr. Richard?
With the phone. I'm following with the phone. Yes, but I'm setting up again. I lost connection.
Sorry.
But I'm coming back.
Thank you. Shall be glad when you're back. Yeah, my boss is online. Miss Madame Caro. Madame Caro Mpanako. I thought you're not asking questions. So what will I say?
An inquiry, Mr. Dumba.
Yes, Mr. Bakri.
Now,
yes,
as we shall be dealing with the UNEB, there is one thing I wanted, and possibly some members would even love it. As we are creating where to put, because I'm seeing from here, we are focusing mainly on schools as a sample.
Yes.
Somebody can even set them with index numbers of particular students.
Exactly.
I don't know. Because now we shall
Works.
have like maybe 001, 002, like that.
Yes,
You
exactly.
create them with those numbers. After creating them with the number of students you have, each student will know his identity. And then when we are loading in, it is very easy for a student to go there and then start with his own from that point.
Exactly. That works. Thank you, Bakri.
Welcome.
Now, our WordPress is what? Unzipped. Bakri, can you see that we have a folder now called WordPress?
Yeah, I can see it very well.
Then I will double click. And inside that folder, there are a number of files. Can you see them, Bakri?
I can see all of them.
Then, we are going to select all those files and copy them. Now, we are going to go back to our local disk C. And which folder are we going to? I want someone to tell me which, XAMPP. Then which folder next?
htdocs.
Thank you. Now let us go to ITAU. Now that ITAU is here, we are going to copy the WordPress files and paste them in that folder. You don't put the zipped WordPress folder. First, you download WordPress, it is zipped. And extract the files, and then you copy all the files in the WordPress folder, and then you paste them in your folder. I'm insisting on this because this is where the challenge is for many of us. Even me, when I was starting out with WordPress, it is the first steps that were disturbing me, but the design part is always easy for me. It was this step that always disturbed me. So ITAU has WordPress files in their folder. If you went to, we had Shri will also copy the WordPress files and put them in their folder. And then we even had Hibiscus. Where is Hibiscus? Hibiscus also has the WordPress files copied to their folder. Colleagues, questions here. Any question here at Ategede, please? We want to solve. The reason for this session is to help us get started. It is not about creating a website a way, but here, these very first steps, what is disturbing us? First, we started with the software we need. Do you have XAMPP? Can you install XAMPP? Then, do you have WordPress? Can you install it? For those who are having challenges downloading this, please, after the session, inbox me. I'm going to zip these files and send them direct to you. At least I trust them. So our folders now all have, so even if there were 100 students, you just keep on pasting those WordPress files into their folders. For example, Mr. Bakri suggests, yes?
Mr. Dumba.
Yes, sir.
There is a question on the chat asked by Mr. Pierre.
Yes.
About unzipping. Now, let me answer him. Why we unzip those files? They are compressed. I mean, they have like that zip. So we unzip it to remove that zip so that we can copy those files to use. It's like a gift. When you receive a gift from someone, you find that gift inside there is something, but you find there is paper which is wrapped in it. So it is the same thing with our WordPress. It is wrapped so that you don't know what is inside. So you find they put a zip there. So we do unzipping to remove that zip so that we can freely copy the files. But remember, when you're copying those files, ensure to copy all files. Don't leave one out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then someone was asking another question, why are we pasting them in the folders? Mr. Kaziwe, we are building a website using WordPress. So when building the website using WordPress, in our XAMPP folder, In XAMPP, if you went to htdocs, ITAU seed SS wants to build a website with WordPress. Therefore, you're going to open ITAU seed SS's folder and paste the WordPress files there. And the other thing, the reason these things, you see, when WordPress is sending you files, they are not going to send you all these files one by one. You will get disorganized. So WordPress collected all the files you need for your WordPress site, zipped them together and gave them to you as one chitore. They give you one piece. Those are the files you need. So when you get them, unzip them like Buffett suggested, and then paste them in the folder. What we are calling folders here are actually websites. It is because we simply call them folders, but ITAU seed is a website. This Biden you see here is a website. Dumba is a website. Each one is a website. Ezone is a website. FSE is a website. Hibiscus. Many of the folders you're seeing here are websites. I even have Spencer A. I still think about that school, Teacher Carol. Thank you for giving me a background, a good background. So all these folders you see here are different websites that my students are playing around with. So when ITAU seed wants to create their website, they have to create a folder called ITAU seed, where their WordPress files and other files are going to be taken. I hope that answers them.
Okay.
We go to the next step. I hope this step is clear. Fatuma, are we moving in the right direction, Fatuma?
Yes, sir, we are.
Thank you. Now that we have put our WordPress files in the other folders, if you had Fatuma as a boutique, you'll create a folder called Fatuma and then paste the WordPress files there. Remember to unzip them. And I want to remind you people, these files here. Now, if I'm going to send you these files, instead of sending you one by one, the person who asked about zipping, I will do what? I will send it to compressed. I will have to zip this thing and send it to you as one pack. So you have my number, people, 772-111-223. Just inbox me and I'm going to send you these files here. So the one who was asking about zipped files, instead of me sending you one file after the other, I've zipped them and I'm going to send you this 179 MB file at once. Now let us go back to let us go to business. So the first thing you're going to do now is after installing XAMPP, this is how you're going to access it. You're going to type localhost/phpMyAdmin. People, this is important. Localhost/phpMyAdmin. Mr. Kazibwe. Or who else? Mr. Kayemba.
Yes, please.
Are you following?
Yes, I'm following.
Is your computer ready?
Yeah, it's ready.
Okay, when I reach somewhere, I think I'll ask you to do this. I hope you have installed the software. You installed XAMPP, right?
Yes.
Now, the first thing you're going to do, localhost/phpMyAdmin. We want to create a database. Don't ask me so much about databases, but this is what you're going to do. You're going to click on database. Now let us assume this is ITAU. For ITAU, you'll go here to database name. Our folder was ITAU seed. Wasn't it ITAU seed?
Yes, it was.
Yes, it is
Now
ITAU
I will
seed.
put here ITAU seed DB. I put this DB just to show that ITAU seed database. And then I will click create. So I've created a database for ITAU seed called ITAU seed DB. If it was Hibiscus, let me do this again. You just go to HTTP. Okay, you just go to localhost/ PHP my admin. And if you want to create a database for Hibiscus, you'll click on database and then type Hibiscus. For me, that is me. You can just put Hibiscus, it's up to you. But for me, I put Hibiscus DB to make me easily remember that this is the database for Hibiscus High School. Then I'll click create. I want to do this again. I'm doing these things several times such that at least people get a better understanding of what we are doing. We had another school called Shiri. Shiri has to create a database for their website. So Shiri has to go to databases and then type Shiri DB and then create. So each of you on your computers, you create your folder and create a database for it. Are we there?
Mr. Dumba, if I may ask, after following as I'm doing it inside, but it is simply saying access denied.
Sorry.
And with me?
Sorry, I want to get, there was a lot of, I didn't get the first question because of the echo. Mr. Kaimba, I think you're using 2 devices. Okay, can I get the first question again?
Oh, I tried. I'm working alongside you.
Yes, sir.
It is simply saying access denied, and I cannot access. When I punch in the localhost PHP my admin, it doesn't give me the view you're having.
Hey.
Yes.
Now what you're going to do, what I had forgotten, you type, I'd forgotten, sorry. You see this XAMPP control panel?
Yes.
Click on it.
Okay. I'm
very sorry I skipped this step because that's why I wanted another person to run what we are doing, because for me now localhost was already running.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Yes,
can I first answer him? Because it is important.
And you've not got where you have got that control panel.
Yeah. Okay, let me first answer him, then I get back to control panel.
Okay.
Now there is this Apache. You will click start and then MySQL start. That is the one that's going to help us run the server.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Why did you get it?
Yes, I've gotten it. Thank you, sir.
Okay. The reason when I'm doing these sessions, the reason I prefer that the person on the other side does it is because we are doing it in real life. What is happening? Now, if I wasn't notified, I'd skip this step where you have to start the server. For me, simply, I just type here. I look for my program, XAMPP. Then I click on XAMPP control panel. And so remember, you have to start Apache server and Apache and MySQL, these two. When you click here on start, mine has stopped because it is already running. These have to start before your things work. So, colleague, it was Mr. Bewayo. Mr. Bewayo, is PHP my admin now working?
Yeah, it is working, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your contribution, by the way.
Yeah,
we had left very many people.
Excuse me, Mr. Dumba.
Yes, please.
I'm still on the on XAMPP control panel as well. So after starting the Apache and MySQL, and it goes to stop, what goes next?
Nothing. You just leave it to run. It's running in the background.
So can I like minimize it or close it?
Yes, you can minimize. Don't close. Minimize. Then go to your WordPress. Go to your browser and type localhost/php my admin. I want to confirm with you whether it has started.
Okay.
Next, localhost/php my admin.
trying to do it. My PC is a little bit slow.
But
Excuse me, Mr.
from-
Dumba.
Yes, sir.
Mine says cannot access.
Cannot
Can I
access
share my
what?
screen with you?
Okay.
This site can't be reached. Something like that.
Share. And from my experience, I think 1 hour is never enough for this session. I think our next session, we have to put. Okay, Mr. Kayemba, first, you go to XAMPP.
I go to XAMPP.
Go to XAMPP.
Here.
Yes, double click. Go to htdocs. Just type ht. Just type h. You'll go to htdocs.
There.
Double click. I want you to just right click and create a folder called Kayemba.
I created this one, which is
you follow my steps.
okay. I'm done.
Thank you. Now let us see your XAMPP. Is it running? Now I want you to get, do you have the WordPress folder? The WordPress folder. Did you unzip the WordPress?
Yes, I did.
Okay, you paste those files in to Kayemba. Mr. Kayemba. Mr. Kayemba.
Yes, please.
I wanted you to unzip. I don't want us to do things in another way, though they may work.
Okay.
Yeah, one of the challenges you will struggle for a year just because we are missing some little. Right click and extract. Yes, just extract, Mr. Kayemba. We are not going to wait for what? It's going to take some time. Now, can you open XAMPP? Let us look at your XAMPP. So, XAMPP is a program. It's not a folder.
Okay, it's a program.
Oh. Yes, it's a program. We installed it.
So probably it's on the desktop.
Just search for it here at the bottom. Just type XAMPP. But did you install XAMPP?
Yes, I did.
Did you install?
I think it's the one opening.
Okay. Let us see. I think you can see that you did not install XAMPP yet.
Oh, wait.
You close this other, that window, it is disturbing us for nothing. Yeah, that one is, this one. Now, Mr. Kayemba.
Yes, please.
It's going to take us another some time. It's going to take us a lot of time. So
okay.
I request that we follow with my.
Yes, as I write.
You were supposed to have installed XAMPP. You see, if it asks for next.
I think it is when the laptop went off, because I saw the laptop
Okay.
went off. I think it was completing.
Yeah.
Let me be doing as we proceed.
Okay, now you're going to stop the share. I'm going to. Now that's another problem. You have to go and delete your XAMPP folder.
Okay.
But let me share my screen.
I will proceed.
Okay, colleagues. We stopped at where we had created the folders and we had created the databases. Should I continue now?
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you. Now I'm going to go to my browser, localhost / I'll type atiak seed, and then enter. As I wait for questions.
Hello, Mr.
Questions? Do you have questions?
Mr. Dumba.
Yes, please.
This is Slate from Fort Portal.
Yes, man, Mugore.
I'm kindly requesting.
Yes, sir.
Because some of us, our network is kind of so slow. If there is a possibility of recording this video and we also do the same thing this side, you send it to us in the group. Then say that next time, because WordPress cannot be really utilized within an hour.
True.
So I was requesting for the case of this video, if maybe you can record it or you drop it on your YouTube channel, so that next time you can have at least 2 hours. There we may move at your pace and we gain.
What I'm going to do this evening, I'm going to record a short video of the whole process.
Okay, sir.
And then share with only the people who have been here first.
Thank you, sir.
So you inbox, I send you a video.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
There is a person, we have a guest on our wound. Okay, now you all know where we are. Okay, another question.
When you were creating the database, you didn't I need to get some clarity on the rows and
on the what?
Was it columns? You just had 4 columns. Is it just you just create and leave it at that, or you have?
When you enter WordPress with a lot of terminologies, you're going to get lost. We went to create the database. I just put the name of the database. All the other hundreds of words on the screen, I do not mind about them.
It's okay then.
You get it, eh? Hello?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, don't struggle trying to understand all the other things. We just want to get started. We just created a database name and that was all.
Okay.
Can I do that again, just to be clear?
No, I understood it.
Okay. Now we went to localhost / atiak. Rogers, you're very welcome. And when you do that, it is going to detect that there is WordPress on your in your folder. And so here you'll click continue. Then it is going to ask you for the database name. Who remembers the database name of atiak seed?
atiak DB.
Thank you. So let's go. So when we go, it's going to ask Sebo, what was the database name? atiak seed DB. And what is the what? The username. Now we are going to use the default username, which is root, ROOT. That is the default username for all these databases. So it will ask, what was the database name? Just to be sure, then put atiak seed DB. What is the username? Root. What is the password? I did not put anything. Then you leave the rest as is. All you have to do is put the database name and the username, which is root. And from there, you just click submit. And then run the installation. So when you run the installation, it's going to ask you, what is the title of your website? At Munange. Secondary school. That is the title, my website. When building your website, which credentials are you going to use? Let me use admin, and the password, you put what you want. For me, I've used admin. And then because it is a very weak password, I have to confirm. What is your email? You just put any, for me, I just put, by default, for me, I put a@a.com. You can put your real email. That's up to you. Can I repeat this? Do people understand? Have you understood this section?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then you click install WordPress. Now we have someone with Hibiscus High School. You're going to do the rest for us. And WordPress is installed for Atiak. Admin. Now, Hibiscus, who was the owner of Hibiscus Secondary School?
Yes, I'm present.
Now you tell us, we want to install Hibiscus on your, install WordPress in your folder. What are you going to do from here?
We'll open a new tab.
Thank you.
And we type localhost/hibiscusdb.
Slash
hibiscus.
And then what do I do?
Press enter.
Yes, I've pressed enter.
As we wait for it.
Mr. Herbert was following. Thank you so much. Localhost/hibiscus. What do I do from here?
We slope down and click on continue.
I've clicked continue. So what do I do from here?
After that, they're asking us the database name.
Okay, so where do I click?
Click on ready.
Thank you. What was the database name?
Database name was hibiscusdb.
And what is the username?
Root.
Also, thank you. What else do I do here?
The password, we did not set it, so we can slope down, we go to submit.
Thank you. Then what do I do from here?
We run the installation.
Good.
Thank you.
Then what do I fill in here?
On the site title, you maybe for Hibiscus, I can put there Hibiscus Peace High School.
Hibiscus what?
Peace High School.
Hibiscus Peace High School. P-E-A-S.
Yeah, there we are.
Yes.
And then?
Username, I can put maybe admin or any other username that will be.
Password?
A password, we can put that one, then we click confirm, use week. And the email that will be, that we will need to put, then we can continue to install WordPress.
Thank you.
Welcome.
So Hibiscus is done, right?
Yes.
Okay, we have one more school of Shri. Mr. Shri, are you there? Who will do for us for Shri? Any volunteer?
We would have volunteered, but we don't know his database name.
I will give you the database name. Tell me what to do.
Open a new tab.
I've done so.
Localhost.
What next?
Localhost. Slash.
Yes.
Ashley.
Good. How is Fort Portal, Mr. Surite?
What is hot? We are not having any rain. Yesterday we had a very terrible accident on that bridge of ours.
Sorry. Tell us what we do now.
After selecting the English language, we slope down and say continue.
Thank you. What do I do here?
We click on let's go. If at all we have the database name and the database username.
Okay, the database name was ShriDB. What's the username?
I don't know.
By default, we are using default username.
Okay, password we shall use admin.
Now at this part,
yes, sir.
The database we created, we did not give it a password.
Okay.
Yeah, when we created database, we just created ShriDB, but we did not use what?
A password.
Any password. So here at the point of entering this database details, we just put the name of the database and the default username, which is root.
Okay,
and then we click submit.
Submit.
Then it is when we run the installation that it is going to ask us what's the name of
the site title.
Yeah, Shri Shahadna something.
Secondary school.
I forget the name of that school.
Okay, sir.
Then username, this is where you put
the admin.
These are what you're going to use to access your website.
Okay, sir. Does any email work, or I have to create a new email?
For me, I just put any. a@a.com. You can put your real email.
Okay.
I want questions up to this level, people. I don't want to leave anyone behind. Because I expect you people to guide other teachers who have not been able to attend this Bambi.
Okay, sir.
So we are there. Do you have any questions so far?
Yeah,
Mr. Kayemba, how is it working on your computer?
It's still doing with the XAMPP, but I'm following.
You're following, eh?
Yes.
Yeah.
But XAMPP is still installing.
That's why we invest sometimes in small things. Look at how much RAM I have, Mr. Kayemba. How much RAM do I have there?
16 GB.
16.
More than the combined for some computer labs, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, now, here we go. We have finished installing. Dear teachers, eh? Mr. Natamba, are you saying something?
Yeah, thank you for the session.
Yes, sir.
I would want to give some advice to people who be installing XAMPP.
Yes.
XAMPP on download and installation requires internet. When you are installing it, you see it takes a lot of time unpacking some of the tools that it is to use. So when you have slower internet, it is going to be a challenge for you, especially when you're using these latest XAMPP softwares. So the challenge he's having, maybe his internet is not good, and also that one might affect when they are going to install it on their computer labs.
Yeah.
Especially when they are in places where internet is not accessible.
Yeah.
Though in the next session maybe we can arrange and they can learn how they can use another local server, maybe like WAMP, which will not require internet installation when it is installing.
Okay.
So I know XAMPP would be a challenge to most of them who would want to run it in their computer labs. They find hard time like what our brother is facing right now.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Natamba. Okay. Now that we don't have other questions, we want to go. Now you've done this as a teacher. You've prepared all these things in your computer lab. You've downloaded XAMPP for the students. You've installed You do this during the holiday over the weekend. Now, your student comes and wants to build their website. What was our first website was ITAU seed, right?
Yes, yeah.
So you will type, let me do this, localhost / ITAU seed. Just enter that. You see that you already have a website there. So you guys are just playing around with these pages. Now, if you want to edit this website, you have to add WP. If you want to view the website, localhost / ITAU seed. That is the other folder we created in htdocs. Now, if you want to edit the website, you add WP-admin. WP- who remembers our username?
Admin, password admin.
Admin.
Thank you. And then you log in. And you're going to have the WordPress dashboard. Now, when most of us saw this on the first try, I remember my first time at WordCamp, Kampala, on the invitation of Rogers. I saw this like this and I got scared. Rogers convinced me, you learn more. I told him, man, now that we have installed WordPress, that is the end. I don't want anything else. He tried to convince me to learn many other things. I was like, my brain has ended there. When I saw these things, everything was scary. But after playing around for a month or two, now, let me show you. Look at what I do. I just want to show you some of the websites I do. This is the website for my school, is on school.sc.ug. This is WordPress. Let me open another one. This is WordPress. We built this website with Rogers Mukarere. This is WordPress. Let me just show you another one. This is work in progress. I'm working on it, and I think by the end of this weekend, this website. Let me show you my business website. This is WordPress. Simple website is on webservices.com. Is on School of Computing. There we are. Trinity College Nabingo. Fair website. That's WordPress. I have another website I wanted to load. I don't know why it's taking long to load. But teachers, after logging into this website, these are the possibilities. These are after logging just into this. Look at this inspiration. Look at that. Look at that. This is a website I'm working on, and by the end of this weekend, the St. Catherine website will also be done. This is WordPress. Very simple. Isn't that inspiration enough for you?
Yes, sir.
Now, what we need is, let us look for a theme. Now, the owner of ITAU, okay, let me just ask you teachers, if you were to build a website for a school, what are some of the pages you will need on your menu? I need just 5 pages.
About us page.
About us.
Contact us.
Contact us.
Academics.
Academics. Do I have only one student in this class?
What?
Sorry?
What?
We are forgetting the home page.
The home page, yeah.
Okay. Now after noting down the pages you need, you'll just go to pages here on the left. and then click add new page. So we are going to create the first page. Thank you so much, Surait. So we said we need a home page. You click publish, you click it twice. Let's go back to the dashboard. Add new page. You can go to add new page. Mr. Surait talked about us. So you click publish the first time, it will bring the publish button again. Click publish. You can even go here on the right, there is add new page. Academics. Sorry for that. Academics, you click publish and then again publish. These are the pages. You can have hundreds of pages on your website. The choice is yours. Then contact us. See, just click add new. Contact us, publish, publish. And we have our pages there. Then there is one setting you're going to do at the bottom here. Go to settings and then go to reading. Then you're going to choose here, your home page displays a static page. And then choose your home page as home. Scroll down and save. Now, themes. I'll go to appearance. I want to install a theme. WordPress works with themes. And then go to themes. You'll find themes that are already there. But for me, I have my theme, which I downloaded, Astra. Remember, I don't have internet. So I'll go to add new theme. If you have internet, of course, you'll choose from thousands of themes. You see, there are 6,141 WordPress themes in the repository. If you have internet, you can get them from here. Many of them. But for me, I already have my theme downloaded. I don't have internet. I'm in ITAU. Internet is unstable. So I'll click on upload theme, and then I'll choose file. And then, where was it?
In your computer.
I had WordPress files here. So I had this theme called Astra. So I'll click on it, open, and then I'll choose install now. Unpacking the package. For the things, you don't have to unzip them. And then I'll click activate. So I have activated my Astra theme. There it is. Then two. Let us go to menus here. Under appearance, let us go to menus. We want to create a menu for our WordPress site, and I'll give my menu a name, and I want it to be the primary menu. I'll give a menu a name. I want it to be the primary menu, as in I want it to be at the top. Then I'll click create menu. Now, when I click create menu, what pages do I want on my menu? I want the contact us page, the academics, about us. Okay. I want the home, about us, academics, and contact us page. Let me add them to my primary menu. And then I'll simply save this menu. If that is the order you want. You can even alter the order of these pages by simply dragging.
Okay, so.
By simply dragging. But usually, contact us is the last page, usually. But the choice is yours. Save this menu. Now I want us to go and look for this website. What does it look like now? Our website was localhost/@YACSeed. I want you to look at your website. So you have @YACSeed Secondary School, Home, Academics, About Us, and Contact Us. Now, because of time, I want to rush through something here. If you want to make changes to these pages, let us make a change like to the home page. I'll go to pages here on the left, and then I'll go to home. I click on home. And then here, I'll click here just to add a block. You can click on the plus here. I want to add like that. Let me put a cover. There are many blocks. Sorry. Let me put a cover. So for the cover, I'm going to put a picture, upload. Oh, let me look for some pictures here. I got one there. Here we are. I want to hide this. I don't want it. I don't want the word home to appear, so I'll click on the I. And then for this cover of mine, I want it to cover the entire screen, the entire width. So I'll go to align and full width. And then here, Tasha, can you help me, please? So I'll go here to write title and say, welcome to
Attack Secondary School.
YACSeed, and then I'll update. Just that. Let me go and check on my website. What does it look like?
Refresh.
Jakabi.
Hey.
All right, welcome to YACSeed Secondary School. Now, because of time, of course, I can't give a lot of details about this. Now, let me go and maybe work on the contact us page. Can we do that, members, or do we have any questions first? Any questions for now?
My question would go to, hello?
Yes, Lango Charles.
We are following.
Sorry?
You are very clear.
Okay. Now, we want to go to build the contact us page. Because of time, designing with this theme is also another full lesson. So I'm not going to go into the details. At least the purpose of this lesson was to get you started. You can work with many blocks and come up with something beautiful. Let us try the contact us page. Now, this is where the need for the other contact form plugin came in. So I'll go to my dashboard. If I click on this W, I'll go to the dashboard. I want to contact us. I want to do something on the contact us page. But because I don't have the time to code, I'm going to use a plugin that will make work easier for me. So someone asked, what is the use of the contact form 7? I'll go to plugins and then click add new plugin. If I had internet, I would type here contact forms maybe, if you had internet. And you'll see many plugins. Here it is saying 116 items, something to do with maybe contact or something. But like I said, I'm in Atiak and I don't have internet. So I'm going to click on upload plugin, the one that Mr. Dumba sent me. So I'll choose the file. I'll go to my WordPress files and I have contact form 7. It's one of the most popular contact plugins. And I click open. And then I'll click install. When you install a plugin, you're supposed to activate it. This is what you click. Now, on the dashboard on the left-hand side, a new item on the menu will come called contact. And you have contact forms there. So you can say, I want to create a new contact form. and I'll call it
Contact us.
Contacts from contact page. That is all I need. And then I'll click save. So when I do that, it will give me a shortcode here. That is all. So I have this shortcode. I'll copy this shortcode. And then now I want to go and design my contact page. I'll go to pages. And then I'll click on contact us. Let us do some creativity. I say to hide this word, I'll click and click on this I. Then here in the blocks, you can even just type this. Let me look for columns. Okay, before I even do columns, let me show you something. Now here, I'm going to paste my what? My shortcode, and then click update. The other plugin created for me this shortcode. Let us go to ITAU seed and click on contact us. We already have a form that is asking for your name, your email, subject, and message, and a submit button. If you were to do the coding, there you are. The Roger says we'll do this. Come up with that form. For us, we shall just need a what? A plugin to do the magic for us. Mr. Sulight, are we appreciating? Is it making sense?
Yes, sir.
But for me, this contact form is ugly. To me, I feel it is ugly. Sulight, is it good for you?
Not really.
Okay, let me see what I can do. So I'll go to this page. Let me first remove this shortcode. And let me put columns. I'll click on columns, and I want 3 columns. So my page is divided into 3 columns, here, middle, and right. So I'm going to click on the middle column.
You paste the code.
I'm going to click and add my shortcode in the middle column, and then update this page. Now, if I go to my page here, refreshed, I have now my contact page. At least well aligned.
Yeah, at least.
That is all. And dear fellow teachers, truth is,
time is not enough.
That is what I had for you today.
Let us
Can I
wait
have
for this
questions?
video. Mr. Dumba.
Yes, right.
If my computer is using N computing,
yes,
and these new curriculum students are likely to do this number of website,
yeah,
how are they able to do this website using N computing? Because I'm seeing if you are installing XAMPP and WordPress, they go only to the server. Now, these other computers which are working as the clients, how will they be able to operate?
Okay, now, Mr. Surait.
Yes, sir.
Just a moment. What happens is, what happened, Mr. Surait? Okay, Mr. Rogers has a suggestion. Mr. Rogers, help us.
Yes, thank you very much. Actually, when we had WordCamp Ginger 2022, we were in Ginger College, they had in computing. And when you install your XAMPP on the server, that XAMPP runs, so any computing terminals can access the XAMPP. So localhost, if you open localhost on any of those, localhost will open. So what you do is, you go under htdocs, you create a folder for each student, like student 1, student 2, student 3, depending on, and you also create a database, student 1, student 2, student. So in each of those folders, you put their WordPress. And you tell each student who is on terminal 1 goes to student localhost/student 1. And they will install, WordPress will install in their database, which is database called student 1. So you can install XAMPP once. You don't install for each client. You only install XAMPP once. That is the XAMPP server. And then you create a folders inside for each student. That is something. But also one thing, the way you asked this question is not competence-based aligned. You asked, in this new curriculum, students are likely to do this number. So as ICT teachers, it is about numbers. In the new curriculum, we say, the web design is optional, so let them do database number. And in the new curriculum, we are looking at building competences for the world of work. We are looking at projects, teaching and learning project work. So this should not be an optional thing. Be exposed to this, because after senior, they can have some vocational skill. So let us change our attitudes. Really, this is not an optional skill. That's what I wanted to say. Thank you.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Rogers. It's always a pleasure having Rogers on things WordPress. Rogers introduced me to WordPress, and in all these sessions, he's always there to add his voice. So, any other question?
Add sites.
Sorry?
Thank you so much, Mr. Dumba.
Where am I? Yes, please.
For the lesson. Was somehow hectic, but you're moving on. I happened to watch one of the videos that you made about localhost, WordPress, where I used the local WP.
Yes.
How different is it from this one?
Okay. Local WP just makes the process of installing WordPress easier. But the problem with local WP is that on Windows 7, it's going to reject it. It's not going to work on Windows 7. On some computers, you just have a slight error and it will not work. We went to Mengeses last year. We had around 40 computers and we used just around 10 computers when we are using local WP. So we decided with Rogers' advice that for universality, at least something that will work across Uganda and across operating systems, let us teach colleagues how to install and work with XAMPP. Mr. Herbert, you also had a question.
Yes, thank you, Dumba.
Yes, sir.
I'm much appreciating the work that you've done for us. Actually, this is my first time to attend this session, and I see right now I can do everything according to where we have stopped. So what I'm thinking, I don't know if, because I don't have your contact, the one WhatsApp.
Yes.
Then another thing is I'm requesting if I don't know if we will have more sessions so that we can continue having more skills about this one.
Mr. Herbert.
Yes.
Are you part of the ICT Teachers Association of Uganda? We have an official WhatsApp group.
In that group, I'm not there.
Oh. And someone please share my contact in the chat. Someone please share my contact in the chat so that those colleagues we got from some other groups can inbox me and we can help them join that. We have these sessions every Tuesday evenings and many other sessions come this way. So any other questions, colleagues? Thank you, Rogers. Someone says some of us are starting from zero. That is Wambare Jackson. Mr. Jackson, my contact is there. Please get back to me. Yes, Herbert again. Mr. Herbert.
Sorry, I think I did a mistake. I was supposed to lower it.
Okay, did you get my contact?
Yeah, the contact I have it. Or else I don't know. What if I need to have finished I've finished doing all what I need with the website when it comes to hosting.
Those ones we shall share in other sessions.
Okay.
Don't worry, as long as we are in the group, we are always together.
Actually, I've loved the session. I'm much loving it.
Yeah, we call it each one teach one. You have a skill, you come and share with us. Everyone here shares. Didas.
Okay.
Mr. Dumba.
Yes, Mwandi.
Thank you very much for the lesson. For me, I stopped there. Understanding, I stopped at installation. I think we shall start from there next time.
No worry.
The moment you started editing, I went off. But meanwhile, I'm logging out like I told you. I'm already late.
No worry, Mr. Mwandi. Anytime.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. We had Didas's hand up. What was the question, Mr. Didas? Okay. Two new messages. Kalunji Samuel says, does this require internet connection while designing? Who can help me answer, Mr. Kalunji Samuel?
No.
Someone help me answer. Kalunji asks, does it require internet when designing?
Yeah, internet.
Let me answer him. Let me answer her.
Him.
This one does not require internet.
Yes, whatever we are doing here does not require internet.
ITAU and WordPress.
Thank you, Banix. Mr. Felix, you have your hand up.
Yes, Mr. Dumba, thank you so much for the session.
You're welcome.
And it's a pleasure today. We are having in some new members that have not been with us. And Mr. Dumba, you've not told these new members that we are having WordPress training this coming month.
Bootcamp.
Yes, they need a WordPress training because they need these skills. The likes of Herbert, they need to be.
Yeah, for those new here, starting on 1st February, we are having a WordPress bootcamp where in this WordPress bootcamp, what happens is if we are starting on 1st January or 1st February, I share with you a video getting started. And then on 2nd, I share with you another video. You see, let me play a video here, creating an account with Namecheap. So this, if you look at this video, let me see, it is only 4 minutes. So on 2nd of February, you're going to get a video showing you how to create an account with Namecheap of 4 minutes. And also creating an account with registry.co.ug. Then you do those things on your computer and you stop there because you have many other things to do. You have to prepare lesson plans. You have to attend to your students, try to attend to family and stuff like that. So what we did in this WordPress training, we don't want to bring a whole 2-hour session in one day. So what we do every day, I send you just one video. On the 3rd of February, I send you buying a domain and adding name servers. This video is just 7 minutes if you look at it. And then on 4th, buying a hosting plan. On 5th, creating a custom email address, e.g. info@banex.com. Then on 6th, installing WordPress. It's just 7 minutes here. On the 7th, I introduced the WordPress dashboard, 5 minutes and 33 seconds. Like that, and by the end of it all, by the time you finish these websites, these videos, you're going to have a website like this, a real website. There is a website no, not Trinity. this is the website you're going to have, something like this. Real done by you in 30 days. So the WordPress bootcamp is at only 250,000 shillings. It's a 30-day program. You enter day one with little unknown knowledge of WordPress, as long as you know how to click. And then when you leave day 30, you're going to have a real website. And for future, I am creating a learn WordPress page here where people don't have to use online, because from the bootcamps we are using online, and some people are complaining they don't have internet in their villages. So this is the website you're going to do a website like this. What you do, you just get a school, get the details, which I'm going to send a form where you collect the details. And by the end of 30 days, you're going to have a website like this, just different colors, but you put a badge there up, you put your pictures there, you put the details, get word from the head teacher, get a few pictures for the album, and you're going to have a beautiful website like this in 1 month. And you're not going to strain and use a lot of your time. You get it, eh? So that is it. So yeah, we have the bootcamp there. But like I was saying, for those who don't have internet, and I think in month after now, I'm creating one where people will use a local server. And here is the video, I mean the course outline. This is what it's going to look like. But it is something for the future, not for now. Someone was asking. Our colleagues, I think we are out of time. Thank you for your appreciation. Mukale Rogers has a hand up. Yes, Rogers?
Yes, Mr. Dumba, thank you very much for the bootcamp and for the sessions. Members, I have some small announcement. Sharing the group. I want me as Mukaleli this year. I've given myself a challenge to have like 24 engagements with the teachers, workshops in the whole year. Every month I want 2. That is 24. But I want I'm focusing on ICT integration and resources and such things. But when I come and you have maybe some needs for physical support or what, we can always also support you on WordPress and something like that. So in case you are interested, there are members who keep saying, hey, when will you come to Mbarara? When will you come to where? We cannot come there without you people helping to host us, because for us, we don't stay there. We don't know your schools. We don't know your locality. So if you're in Soroti SS and you can host us on one of the Saturdays, you can just get in touch. So for me, I'm doing this one as Shareability, but even ITAU also is also trying to plan and have some other workshops as well, maybe because there is really a lot. We really have a lot really to cover. Yeah. So in case you are interested in hosting us, just contact us. For me, I have an arrangement whereby your school may not even pay. I can try to see if we plan early and mobilize some other teachers around, and they come and they pay some little money. And then for you and your teachers, you attend free. And then we have the money. Yeah, but we can discuss, you can see. We don't really ask for much. All we want is to move and reach members and see how we can support and create a change. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to say.
I will invite you, Mr. Mukarele.
Thank you so much. So before I close, do you have any questions, please? Any just questions before you close in a minute or two? I think we are all convinced. My contact was shared in the chat. So please, see you any other time that we call upon you people. Thank you so much for being with us today. Thank you so much for giving me the experience. Every time I teach WordPress or anything, I get more experience. I get to know what we are going through, and it makes our next session even better. So each one teach one. Dumba, Stephen, Kayemba, Richard, and Mokale Rogers were in charge. Thank you, Shiba, for your input. Thank you, Mr. Bakri. Thank you all those who attended from as far as Fort Portal. Thank you so much. Let us end here and meet in any other session in the future. Have a good weekend.